American breakfast is a type of breakfast which comes from United States. It's the most caloric and energetic breakfast of the world because it's composed by good food such as cheese, fried eggs, and fried bacon. It seems to the continental breakfast, which is lighter than the American, and it's adapted to the European people who go to USA and aren't used to eating so many fried food in the morning. Experts don't recommend people to eat this type of breakfast every morning, so it usually appears in buffets of hotels. Often in the American breakfast, we can find the fried food, which I mentioned before, coffee, and the famous American pancakes that we will explain how to do them later on. I went to the market, which is near my house, to buy the needed ingredients for this recipe. First of all, I bought the oil, the salt, the flour, and the honey. Then I went to buy the butter, which is for the pancakes, and the sugar for the pancakes too. Then, to do the juice, I bought the oranges to do a natural orange juice. And for the cooked food, I bought the bacon to fry it, and the eggs to fry it too. Finally, I bought the milk. I choose 2 types of milk in just in case. And finally, the coffee to complete our breakfast.
Measures. First of all, we have to measure the correct amount of each ingredient. We take a measuring cup and get 200 milliliters of milk. Then we take our scales and we get 120 grams of flour. $20 grams of sugar and 12 grams of leavening. The dough. We put these ingredients in 3 small containers. We have already had all the measures, so we can start to cook the pancakes. Firstly, we have to make the dough. We put together in a big bowl 1 egg, the milk, two spoonfuls of olive oil, and then we mix all together. When we have a uniform dough, we add the sugar and the leavening and mix. Finally, we have to add the flour, but we have to do it slowly and mixing it all continuously. At the end, we have to have a big liquid dough with any lamp. We started mixing all with a beater, but then we mixed by hand because it was easier for us. Before I start frying the pancakes, we add a little salt. Let's cook. We take a frying pan and put some butter when the stove burner is hot enough. After that, we pour out some dough in the frying pan and we wait around 1 minute. When we see that there are some bubbles appearing on the top of the pancake, we turn it over. If we see that there isn't butter enough to make more pancakes, we add some more butter. We do this with all the dough, and finally we get a lot of pancakes. Now we have a little mountain of pancakes which can be eaten with honey, jam or syrup.
The first step is to put oil in the frying pan and put this in the stove burner. When it's hot, you put the bacon into the frying pan and wait until the bacon is done. Then remove the bacon into a plate. The second step is to put oil again and put the egg into the frying pan and wait until the egg is done. When it's done, remove into a same plate with the bacon. The third step is to cut oranges, squeeze them and pour in a glass. Finally, put the ground coffee in the coffee maker and wait for it to be done. Pour milk and sugar in a coffee.
After making the typical American breakfast and eating it, we can only say one thing: it's exquisite. Even though the process of cooking it has been a little elaborate, especially the pancakes, it is totally worth it. Our favorite part of the breakfast were the pancakes with honey, jam or syrup, whichever you prefer. They were very sweet and delicious. The fried bacon was so crunchy and tasty we had no option but to love it. And the fried or scrambled eggs were also very good but a little greasy. Regarding the drinks, the coffee was very hot and had a strong taste. It is bitter, but we fixed that adding milk and sugar. And we thought that orange juice is the perfect beverage for a breakfast since it is fresh and very healthy. Even though it took a lot of time for us to make it, so it is a little inconvenient if you are in a hurry in the morning. After eating we were full, so we thought that the typical American breakfast is great for starting your day. It is appetizing and hearty, and it gives you a lot of energy to get you through the day.